Thank you for having me in today, Chris.
It's great to see you. I know that we spoke on the phone before you came in, and I understand you've been charged with a misdemeanor. Is that correct?
That's correct.
All right. So let's talk about what's going to happen. Now, you've already received a copy of the criminal complaint in this matter. Is that true?
Yes.
They've outlined the criminal charges against you. Now, the court has scheduled what's called an initial appearance for you, and that's coming up in a couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the initial appearance, we have to show up that day, and we've got to plead not guilty. But the other thing we have to do is we have to worry about your conditions of bond. See, a judge is going to make sure that you're not going to come just to that next court date, but that you're going to come to all those court appearances that are scheduled afterwards.
Okay.
So the court is going to put some rules and restrictions on you, okay? And normally one of them is show up in court. Another restriction is normally don't commit any more criminal offenses. And then it gets a little bit interesting because the judge can put any other kind of restriction on you that he wants. Maybe you can't go home and see your wife and kids. Maybe you can't go back to work if it involves your workplace. Maybe you can't drink. Maybe you're not allowed to drive. There are a lot of problems at a bond hearing at that initial appearance, and we need to deal with those, okay?
Very good.
After that initial appearance, the court is going to schedule what's called a pretrial conference. At the pretrial, you and I go in person, and we get to tell our side of the story to the DA, and we get to mount our defense to the case. If at that pretrial conference we can resolve the case to your satisfaction, it'll either be dismissed, maybe we could set a plea hearing, or if we can't work it out, we set it for a jury trial. Okay? One of the other things that we're going to have to do as part of this misdemeanor defense is we're going to request a copy of what's called discovery. And that's all the police reports, whatever in the DA file, witness statements, photographs, you name it. Whatever the state has, we get a chance to see it. I'm going to get a copy of that. I'm going to provide a copy to you. And we're going to get right here. We're going to go through it together. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay. And that's how we'll put our defense together. And we have a number of opportunities in this case. We could either draft motions to dismiss the charges, but more importantly, I think we have a good opportunity to try and resolve your case short of a jury trial.
That would be good.
But if we can't, we will set it for a jury trial.